Okay, I'm back with part 2 of my junk journal made with an old binder that I found at the Salvation Army. So this page is from the My Mind's Eye, and you put a recipe on it. It has the directions and the ingredients needed, and then at the bottom you rate it from yuck, not my thing, to yummy yummy, my new favorite treat, or loved it, ate it all, with some things in between there. And this is an envelope that came around Christmas time from the Salvation Army for donations. And it was a pretty color. And I left the words, thank God, on it, and then covered up the other imagery and decorated it with some strips and washi tape. Put a piece of pretty paper inside the window. And then I used a piece from the Singer sewing book and put a My Mind's Eye tag on the back and just decorated it with some scrapbook paper and washi tape. Put a tab on it, and it fits in there nicely. I like that you can see the images of the sewing directions through the window. And here's a little piece from the Recollections book. This is from a book that I purchased from the library for 50 cents. Whoops, there it is. And it looks like it was published, like self-published. It's got regular typewriter typing in it, which I really liked. But I covered up this side with notebook paper so I can write on it, washi tape, Recollections washi tape there, put a tab at the top, and a journaling card there. You can still see some of the typing there. A card from the Bo Bunny Little Miss collection, and that's from the Little Miss. This is a piece from the Recollections, or the My Mind's Eye description of activity. I just put that strip on there. Here's a scrap, and I put this library pocket on, and a little scrap of basic gray paper there. And this is a library card that I stamped on, and I put this tag on it and stamped this week, and then stamped the days of the week and decorated it with these little tabs for journaling. This is Stampin' Up! Paper. Something about Emporium. I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of their new papers. New lines of paper. I really like that. And this is a piece from My Mind's Eye. It says, best things about me, or best thing about me is, and then name and birthday. Here's one of the envelopes. This one has another of the masterpiece cards in it. A Degas. I love Degas. And this is from Die Cuts with a View, I believe, from an old line. And it's one of those sheets that had 6 different cards that you could cut apart. And this card just looks like a notebook, a tablet. So I made it into a tablet with some notebook paper, one of the journaling or the quote cards on the back, and then stapled it shut. Here's the Stampin' Up! Paper and another piece of the My Mind's Eye paper. It says summary, overall impressions, general thoughts, and lasting memories here. I used one of the My Mind's Eye cards to make a pocket here. Here's two little My Mind's Eye cards. And here's a journaling card that I made. It's just a piece of cardstock with graph paper on it, stamped, decorated with border and washi tape and a tab. I like making my own journaling cards. You can go on Pinterest and find all kinds of neat ideas for making journaling cards. Here's some of the printer's paper with a strip of scrap paper on it, and then decorated on the back with journaling cards and bits and pieces. I just put a bunch of stuff on there. Same with this side. This is Me and My Big Ideas paper. I just thought it was neat. Looks like a big collage. It has a lot of quotes on it. It's pretty neat. And then on the back, which is white, I have a tablet that I got at the Target dollar section. And it looks like a restaurant, a waitress's tablet, but it says to-do list at the top. And I put 3 strips of washi tape here, and this is looks like an old shipping tag, but it's actually something I just printed off the internet and cut it out. It's pretty neat. And this is a sheet from an old songbook. I remember singing Shortening Bread when I was in grade school, so I put that page in here and put this little journaling spot at the top. I used washi tape on the edge and Tim Holtz reinforcers. This is authentic paper. It looks like a report card here, but I like the back. It looks like kind of a denim-y blue. Here's another scrap from Pink Paisley Daily Junk. I just cut that out, put these 2 cards in there. This is from the Daily Junk also, that little pink hand up there. Another of the envelopes that came with the book. Some cards in there. These are the pages I got from the giant Norman Rockwell book. This page reminded me of my mother. She has dark hair, and I had blonde hair when I was little. And although I think she's curling the little girl's hair, I had curly hair. I still do. But my mother, it just reminded me of my mother brushing out my hair and getting me ready for school. And then another page from the Norman Rockwell book. And I put some journaling cards. And this is a piece of something that I picked up at the pharmacy where I work. They were giving out these little pamphlet things that had information about diabetes test strips and machines and things. And I'm not diabetic, but it was time to throw these things away, so I grabbed one of the things and took it home. And this was just a trifold that came in that kit. Lightweight cardboard. So I just covered it up with scrapbook paper and a little journaling spot here, washi tape, and then this is a flash card that I printed off the internet and then distressed. And then I put this little thing to hold it on with a brad. I'm not sure what you call those things, a little swivel thing. And this is the other half of that file folder. I put a piece of the My Mind's Eye paper here and just some scraps. I put a 7 Gypsies ticket here, and then that's a scrap, and I made a pocket here. Actually, I think they're both pockets. Yeah, I have to make a taller tag to put in here. And then put a couple of 7 Gypsies tickets in there. I get too serious sometimes, and I need to remind myself to laugh. And then on this side, I put a large eyelet and tied a cord there and used a Tim Holtz charm thingy there and added on a couple more 7 Gypsies tickets. And it says "Count Your Blessings" here. Printed that off the internet. And then on the back of the folder, I think it was a basic gray collection that had this sheet of all this stuff you could cut out. So I just cut it apart and glued it down, and there are parts of it that I can use for journaling. And here is the back side of a piece. This side was white, and I just glued a bunch of things on there, journaling spots, Tim Holtz stickers, and whatnots. This is the page out of the Jeopardy book. I chose this page because it has a lot of blank areas for journaling. And one of these, yeah, it's this one of these envelopes. I've been using the Tim Holtz reinforcements throughout the book, and so I used up my pack of reinforcements. Luckily, I have another one. But instead of throwing away this packaging, I took it apart, took the backing of the stickers out of it, and made it into another little notebook with some scraps of paper. Reinforced it, because it tore where the staples were, with washi tape, and then I just put brads in it instead of staples, because my stapler won't go through all that. So I have another little notebook in there, along with some journaling cards. This is a genealogy sheet from the My Mind's Eye. These are actual library pockets that I took out of the books, the old books that I get at the library, and I really liked the writing and the stamping on them, so I'm leaving them as they are. And each of them has a couple of the My Mind's Eye journaling cards, and then there's some Tim Holtz stickers on there. This is from the My Mind's Eye. It says attach photo here, camera used, photo taken by, shoot location, and other details. And then I use washi tape and a journaling card on the back. It's one of those pieces from the Recollections book. Piece from My Mind's Eye on the Little Miss Bo Bunny paper. And these two pieces came off of the same 12 by 12 My Mind's Eye sheet. Journaling spots. This is a My Mind's Eye. This is printed off the internet. This is a My Mind's Eye card, the little things, and I glued it down here along with this journaling card from one of those little tablets that I mentioned. This is the Bo Bunny Little Miss paper. This is a dust jacket from an old Jane Austen book. I kept the book. I like Jane Austen. The dust jacket was in pretty bad shape, so I trimmed off the rough edges and then put washi tape around the edges. I kept the front and the flap and folded the spine over. And I thought that washi tape with the old-fashioned lady cameo looking things was perfect for a Jane Austen book, so they're on there. And this is the pink paisley daily junk scraps. Here's another journaling card that I made. It's with a scrapbook paper, and then a piece of ledger paper glued on. I cut it out in the shape of a recipe tab thing, and it says, I stamped "Remember This" on it. And this is a trip information page, and a page from an old Stampin' Up! Line. It says memories. Things I love in no particular order from My Mind's Eye. And then I just stuck in this envelope with a few little things that I wanted to include in the book, but I didn't put in yet, so they're there when I want to use them. This envelope probably will not remain in the book. It's too bright for the book, but I just wanted something to hold my things. And then this is the back page, and this piece I put on here is cut from the My Mind's Eye Life Stories. It says name, date, if found, please promptly return to, place, and valid proof of ownership. So that's my fun junk journal. I can't wait to start using it, but I have other ones I have to use up first. So this is going to hang around for a while, but I'll enjoy just looking at it in the meantime. I am going to put something on the back here that will have a chain attached to this. So that's my junk journal. I hope you enjoyed looking at it, and I hope it inspires you to make something out of your junk. And I will see you again the next time.